Welcome to July's edition of Send It Sessions. This is where we get the riders to explain to you guys at home what they have been up to and where they've been in the last month. Featuring in this episode, we're going to have Justina Shinadi over in the Canary Islands and Gran Canaria, to be precise. We're going to have a freestyle update from Max Matasek and what he's been up to for his Instagram channel. We're also going to be covering some speed with Twan Versput, but kicking us off to explain his home spot in northern France is Arthur Arukin.
Hi, this is Arthur Arukin. I'm a professional waterman, and here we are in Wissant, my home, and I'm gonna show you around. Wissant is all the way up north in France, just across England, so you can see the English coast, and super close to Belgium as well. In the middle of a bay between the Cap Grinet and the Cap Blanc, so 10 kilometers of sand, so super easy to go in the water, in and out. And we mostly have southwest winds, which is port tack here, and yeah, usually as soon as it's above 15-20 knots we get away from the wind, and yeah, it's really good for bump and jump. The wind is side shore most of the time, and we sometimes have northeast wind, especially in summer, like in the afternoon. It tends to be a bit cold from December to March, but otherwise it's super nice, and the city in itself, the town, it's super quiet, super wild, long sand dunes around it, and if you go a bit more in the countryside, yeah, it's just like farms and stuff like this, so it's super nice. Just yesterday we had an epic session. Thank you for sticking with me, and hope you liked Wissant's tour, and hopefully I see you around in Wissant or in the water.
That place goes off. I have never sailed there, but it is on my bucket list. When the southwesterly winds are blowing, I will be there in the future, Arthur, so keep your eyes peeled. So from northern France, we are going to go over to Fuerteventura and check out what Max Matasek has been up to.
Hey guys, what's up? Max Matasek here. I'm super happy to be in the Send It Sessions today, and I'm gonna talk about my recent trip to Fuerteventura. Last time I was there was 2018 for the BWA in Freestyle. This time I went there just to film stuff, to windsurf again. I've been a lot into photography and other projects, and I was super happy to go back there. I went there with Chris Chadilek from CC Films to film stuff for Instagram, and that's what we were up to. Wanted to try new angles, new toys that he brought, that I brought, and yeah. First thing, I had a really cool drone filming session. It was awesome. I was the only guy on the water. It looks so good. Actually, it was pretty, let's say, not so good. It was super gusty and not that windy, so that was the reason why I was almost alone there. Another really cool thing was the shots with the camera flying through my hair. How it worked, it was, it's called Air. It's like one of these nerve things, you know, just for a GoPro. So you can put the GoPro in this little arrow and just throw it. So yeah, you have to put it on super slow-mo, the settings of the GoPro, and then just throw it to the object you want to film. And yeah, it's a lucky shot, but this one was pretty cool. It didn't hit my head, just almost. From a water session on Risco, it was super fun. The wind most of the time comes pretty offshore there, so it makes it a little bit more difficult. I landed a couple of moves, but also crashed a lot, so yeah, but it was a lot of fun. The super slow-mo cam of Chris, it's called Wave. He got one of very few in Europe, I think, or Austria or Germany. And yeah, this is what came up. Alright guys, I hope you liked what you saw. If you're keen to see more like a session from jumping over bushes at high tide or more action, make sure to tune in on my Instagram channel, Max Matisek, or the one of Windsurfing.TV.
How crazy is that shot? When he's talking about the Nerf gun with the GoPro inside it. I haven't seen a picture of it, but I've got a visual. I'm gonna have to get one of them because that shot is absolutely epic. And as Max said, follow him on Instagram. He does have some really cool updates. Next up, you can try and follow this guy, but you will be following him on the water because he is fast. Yes, we are catching up with Twan Versput, and he is over in Karpathos.
They asked me to tell something about Karpathos, the spot which I'm going now, I think 3 years in a row for training, to have some holidays. If you bring gear, take small gear. So for the wave guys and freestyle guys, I only think you need like 4.7 and smaller. And you will be most of the days on 3.7 because it's the main wind strength is between 30 and 50 knots most of the time.
Got the blues of an average man.
9 out of 10 times 6.2, 5.6 weather. So also bring for the slalom guys 7.1 and smaller. And what I heard from the local people, it's maybe 1 week during summer where there is no wind. The rest of the time it's windy, so 20 knots plus. Definitely recommend to rent a car and or a scooter so you can see a lot of the island. The island is beautiful. You have nice small beaches which nobody is going to. This small town in the mountains, Olympus, where still it's completely how it was 200 years ago with people and women in the old traditional Greek clothing. You have 3 bays at the spot where they windsurf. Devil's Bay is probably one of the most well-known, where also the World Championships speed were in the past. So it's called Devil's Bay because of a reason. It's windy and the wind can be super strong. I mean, it's howling there most of the time, so the name is right. Where the Iron Center is, you have also Gun Bay. It's a bit more choppy, a bit wavy, Not for wave riding, but good for freestyle, to have some ramps and to have some fun and do some tricks. For the beginners, you have it's almost against the airport. You have Chicken Bay. It's a bit gusty, but you can stand in most of the places, and it's a little bit less strong. They have a couple of beginners windsurf centers there, so you can rent material to learn. They give lessons. So yeah, for every level of rider, there is something to do. It's nice to tune your small sails. I don't get so many times in Holland where I can sail with a small sail, so yeah, this is a perfect solution for me. I got the pre-production sail, so in the colors, how it's going to be, it will be my sail to try to chase the world record. Add some modifications for speed, so a lower foot to have more power, wider sleeve. It's only a few points, and yeah, in Holland the protos were already promising, and yeah, I cannot be more happy how the outcome is, and I think they look beautiful. So yeah, I'm happy, and I can't wait to try them on the channel. I hope I can make the people a little bit more enthusiastic and push them to go to Carpathos, because yeah, it's a nice place, and we come back each year because it's just good food, nice people.
So pretty much a glowing review there from Twan. Carpathos, are you going to go? It definitely looks a windy place, and interesting to see he's been working on that new speed sail for the Luderit Speed Challenge. That will be coming up at the end of the year, and I'm really excited to see if we can get a new world speed record. Yeah, let's see. So from a windy Carpathos, we're going to go to another windy island, Gran Canaria, and we're going to catch up with Justina Schnaddy.
Hi, Windsurfing.TV. I have chosen a suitable background for training for the diaries. My talking abilities are still going strong, but I will try to be quick. So, in Pozo since 2 months. You're the reason for the meaning, the definition of very, very lucky that I'm working for a company that adapted to work fully remotely. So Need.nl, big shout out to them. We have people working worldwide and everybody works remotely. So here I am being able to train and work at the same time. Super, super thankful. Majority of the time I train in Vargas because this seems to be the time of the day after work, like when the tide works better in Vargas. And to be fair, I still thought that Silt is going to go ahead till recently. And Vargas is a really good place. Vargas or Ojos here for training, being a little bit underpowered in the shore break, maybe having to get going quicker. So it was a good place for that. Obviously spent a lot of time in Pozo as well. This season wasn't as great as the last season, but we had a lot of good conditions and even nuclear conditions like last weekend, which was just ballistic. Focused on a lot of new moves, but also on consistency, trying to go higher. So narcissistic, so little miss, never get too close. Gotta be the middle of the center of attention. You go ballistic, go mad till you steal the show. I really miss the competition side of things. Miss seeing everyone. It was great to have some pro girls. Sarakita was here, Oda, a few girls already popping in, and seeing them on the water is completely different vibe. Also like to sail with the pros, so some of the guys also visited. Victor, Mark Ferre, Ricardo's here now, obviously sailing a lot around Philip, which is good because sometimes you think to yourself, it's too windy or too difficult, you can't do it. And there he goes and does something and lands it super clean. So then you're like, okay, maybe it is possible. It's a good push. I miss this extra push that competition also gives you. So it's really good to come to Gran Canaria for that. Yeah, I just hope we see each other next year, or back in normality.
Attention, you go ballistic, go, not till you steal the show. It doesn't matter who.
She is ripping at the moment. She has definitely improved her variation of moves. One-footed backies in there, going higher. She is definitely looking forward to the competitions kicking off again. Will we be seeing competitions next year? Let's hope so. Let's hope so. If we all cross our fingers, it might happen. But we do have a little treat for you guys. I have had a heat recorded between Mark Paré and Victor Fernandez. We're going to do it live. We've already had it recorded. We've got judges to score it. We're going to get you guys to score it. I think it's going to be really fun. So stay tuned for the channel for that. If you're not subscribed already, press the subscribe button. So there we go. That is it. I've got to say a massive thanks to everyone who's chipped in beer money. That is helping the channel go. We do have a new initiative. If you have put in more than 100, yes, some people do that a year, you get a free Windsurfing.TV cap, you lucky buggers. But we do have some new members. Yeah, these legends, these absolute legends. And we obviously have reoccurring members kicking in now from last year. So massive thanks to all you guys. We've got lots more coming on the channel. So stay tuned. And at the end, I will put the details if you want to send in your clips. Send It Sessions this month was brought to you by SavernShop.com, Europe's largest Savern retailer. Yes, like I said, you can get involved. You just got to send footage and talk into Alfie at Windsurfing.TV. He will edit it, he will do it all, and you just have to come up with a little bit of a concept. Could be a spot guide, could be your local spot and rippers just going off and you're explaining them. Could be your own personal story about one single session where it just turned on and you have some video footage and you explain it. Could be a short one, could be a long one. You know the drill now. You've seen it every month. So if you want to feature in August Send It Sessions, get in touch with me or Alfie and we will help you make it happen. Thanks for the support. Like I said, subscribe if you haven't subscribed and give us a like. See you in the next one.